Hi guys, welcome. This is a reading particularly for my Facebook followers, Tarot 78 plus, which will soon be no more. So I just wanted to do this video. I intended to go live on Facebook, but I deleted Facebook from my phone, so I can't do that. So hopefully some of you guys get this message. It's really for anyone, but just particularly wanted to do something for the Facebook followers. So you can use this as a pick a card, or you can, of course, listen to all of them. So if it's pick a card, obviously 1, 2, or 3. So if you want to do that, pause now and make your choice. Okay, so let's start with number 1. So I bought these beautiful chakra cards and I will read the message for you. So this one is the 4th chakra, heart chakra. Radiate warmth and sincerity. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. So the heart chakra. So let's put that there. It could be the basis of the reading. So this is your situation at the moment. Bit of a balancing act going on. The challenge or issue or not, and then the advice. Okay, so I'm really drawn to the pink here, the pink roses. You know, we're talking about the heart chakra. I see that as pink, I see it as green. It doesn't have a colour really, but that's what the colours that we put on it. So there might be a tendency to want to, I guess, not look at things that are a little bit challenging here. I'm seeing these ships and they're kind of getting tossed around a little bit. I'm seeing them as sort of tossed around. So that might be how you feel in some ways. And I'm also drawn to the offer care and support where I can without rescuing. So, yeah, I guess it is about being that kind-hearted person, showing that warmth and sincerity, but not going too far, not draining yourself, or stepping into controlling in some ways by trying to over-nurture. Because I see, a lot of love, care, consideration coming through, but it needs to be directed in the right way. So it might be a case of, it's balancing that. Do they need you? Don't they need you? Offering help where it's needed, but not where it's not. I guess the two of wands. So this to me says about it's not like choosing what battles to fight. It's like choosing where to give your care and where it will be most useful. You've got 2 twos here, so this could even be in a relationship dynamic. Further to, different to that, I guess, this is saying, well, if you have the situation come up where it's, you can either offer some kindness, nurturing, help in that way, or you can perhaps wait and leave it and let them deal with things on their own. This is saying, bring in that heart, bring in that nurturing, offer it. At least it's being offered. And put in a way where they can say yay or nay. So that's what I've got for you. Card number 1. If you are interested in my readings, then I've got this channel, and I've got the other channel, Blunt Blessings Tarot. So this isn't to sell my channels, it's just because I won't be on Facebook any longer. So yeah, take care. So let's move on to card pile number 2. So what's this chakra card? So this is the base chakra. So this says instinct. I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forwards. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life, and I tap into this feeling. I will know what service I am called to do. I believe in myself. I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forwards. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. So the first card is the 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So I've used the same deck, okay, so you're not going to see the same cards twice. Don't normally do it that way, but I thought I'd do it a bit differently. So this is really, I'm kind of getting words like survival instinct, needing to look after, it's kind of needing to save face, that kind of thing, or feeling like you need to save face, or you want to save face. There could even be a level of, perhaps deception, cheating, or just not being told the full story is what I've got. Something like that with some of you. So with this card here, it's funny, I'm really seeing his backside. So I've got, that you've been given a bum stare. But this can be taking on too much too. It's sort of saying, well, are you expecting too much? Is there anger involved? It's interesting because you've got the Ace of Rods here. So, but from this situation, whatever this situation is, and this can be needing to be street smart, needing to perhaps realize that other people don't think the same, I was going to say swords aren't normally feelings, but they are. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feel the same. And you've got these beautiful flowers here. Like she's picked these flowers. So there's an aspect of innocence involved. So it could be your innocence. It could be their innocence. It could be both. You can be in some ways innocent and in some ways not innocent. So there's two sides to the story is what I've got here. And to me, this is saying strip things back. You've got 10 wands here and then you've got 1 here. Strip things back to the bare necessities. And, the base chakra is often about that. It's the bare necessities of life. Shelter, water, that sort of thing. Safety, security on a really, really basic level. And so there could be something like that, feels threatened. But this is saying that you might think it's threatened, it feels threatened, but it's really up to you to turn this around, and this can be turned around. You might be looking at it the wrong way. He's kind of looking back at some sort of deceit, some sort of deception. I'm really seeing these two. It could even be a couple situation But yeah, it's the need to know. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. So yeah, this is saying that. This is saying a lot of overthinking, a lot of effort, and even anger. I often see the wands as sort of sometimes anger. Simplify things. The communication is more likely to flow easier that way, and believe in trust what you believe in. The Seven of Swords can sometimes be, cheating yourself out of something. And I feel that there's an element of that here. This needs to be explored. It needs to be looked at a different way. It needs to be perhaps done a different way. And this is a card of success. Okay, this is a peaceful environment, sitting here peacefully with the book of knowledge. So there is something to be found out. And this is saying that you can do it with the right mindset. Hopefully that's helpful. Card pile number 2. Okay, so let's have a look at card pile number 3. So this one, you're lucky. You've got 2. You've got 2 chakra cards. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one. They just came out. 2 just came out at once. Base chakra again, building a strong foundation. I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of a healthy life. Pardon me. Such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I was just talking about that in card pile number 2. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation, as this is an essential key to my survival and growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. I respect myself and take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what it needs. Okay, I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with basic needs. Okay. I'm really drawn to this paragraph. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. Let's have a look at the next one. Sacral chakra. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. Okay, so we talked in card pile number 1, for those interested, about the rescuer not being a rescuer, or the other chakra card mentioned that. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. That's a good saying. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinions and solutions to their life challenges. And if I am in doubt, I will ask them. Yeah, it's good advice. I take responsibility for my own happiness. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. So we've got basic needs here, need to be catered for. And then we've got, thoughts, attitudes, opinions. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords does have a strong opinion, because he sees clarity, he sees truth, he sees justice, and he wants justice. So let's have a look at the second card. Okay, so the second card is the Moon card. This can be uncertainty. It can be like a wishy-washy kind of feeling, person even. And it doesn't really align well with the King of Swords. So let's have a look at the advice card, and that's the Four of Pentacles. Okay. There may be some people who are in a situation where they might just need to ask for advice. They might need support with their basic needs, housing, food, whatever, finances, or some other type of support that helps them to feel stable. It doesn't have to be those things to feel stable. It could be, a shoulder to cry on, or something else that, feel lacking in. Self-doubt comes to mind here. It's interesting because this picture, he looks like he's got really small legs, like really short legs, disproportionate, I think, to the rest. So there is a lack of foundation. There might be a lack of foundation with, somebody that you're dealing with, or even within yourself. You've got two people here. You've got two hounds, I think they are, and you've got two parts of the moon, both together, communicating in some way, communicating, or trying to communicate. It's these ones that perhaps are a bit at odds. So it might be about, for some kind of if this is a relationship or a friendship, again, simplifying things. There was another card pile, I can't remember which one it was, which was sort of a little bit similar. This can be an authority figure as well. And this can be, that sort of a feeling of really not knowing where you stand, not knowing how to proceed. When I see the moon card, not always, but most of the time, it's like to keep your eye on the goal. Fears, illusions, delusions, things like that can pop in from time to time. It's almost like this is two parts. This is the clear part of your psyche, your personality, and this is the side that sometimes holds you back. This can also be, a cyclic energy. Can be, someone's honking, to do with, being held back, held down by, for some reason I'm getting addiction. I don't necessarily get that with the moon card, but I do. Or some sort of behavior pattern that is not healthy. And, here we've got the card of stability. Okay, so you got this chakra card, talks about, stability, building a strong foundation. So whatever situation you're in, this to me is saying let go of fears. Dwelling on fears is not going to give you that clarity. You might either need to wait a period of time before you know the full picture, or seek advice, but certainly go about your your business, your day-to-day life, and with a positive aspect. This is what this is asking you to do. The Four of Pentacles is, in some ways you can look at this as the card of power, because there is stability here. Stability of mind is very important here. Once you have stability of mind, then you can, I guess, direct that outward to manifest greater stability of your material world. So that is what I'm seeing. So some sort of stability is needed and very possible for you here. So I'm just having a look at how these two might go together. So this is very much an energy of concentrating your efforts on your own growth, on your own happiness, on your own ability to create mental stability, and therefore to progress better in your life. So it is asking you really to focus on what you need to do, not so much on what others or need to do, or how others might be involved in this situation. Yes, things might not necessarily be going as great for some people, but it's asking, I think, to leave out any sort of self-blame and really put your energy into what you know to be right for you, even if you can't see it in a physical form at this time. The moon card's also very good for visualizing, using visualization. And if you have dreams, lucid dreams or dreams that you think are symbolic, then write them down, because spirit will be possibly communicating with you to give you clarity through dreams. The swords are about the spirit realm as well. So hopefully that's helpful, guys, and thanks very much for those people who have followed me on Facebook, and take care.